Yo guys, how's it going? Welcome to episode number 2 of the third season of the AC Charge. As you can see by the date, we're 28th of November, so we're quite a way through since the last episode, which was in August, I think. Not 100% sure, but we're going with August. One of the news items I've come up is about Brexit here, is England have left the European Union, but they've got no issues with their European players restriction of work permits, so effectively it's done nothing for them in this save. But that's not anything to do with us. We're not even in England, we're in Italy, so we're going to show you what's happened since the last episode, where we started the season off with Udinese. We beat them 2-0, as you can see, quite a few games to quickly recap. Beat Udinese 2-0, Belotti carried on his goal scoring form, and Maya got in on the action as well. And I think he missed a penalty as well. I have a feeling he missed a penalty. Yes, he did, so he could have had more. We then moved on to Roma. Unfortunately, we drew 0-0. Couldn't really break them down. They had a good game, and our strikers just didn't put in the performance we needed to win. We then played Man United, beat them 2-0 on our Champions League group stage draw. Very good game. Costa missed a penalty, which really helped set us up to go on and get the first goal literally right before half time, so sort of kicking their teeth really. And then Insigne was able to get the second. We then moved on. Where did we go from there? Genoa beat them 3-0. We've had quite a good run really. Belotti, Montella and Locatelli scored in that one. Quite happy. I'm still trying to get used to looking at the camera. I'm not used to it being there. Well, I'm used to it being there, not used to it being on. We then played Palermo, beat them 2-0. Martial was able to get his goal as well in that game. I think that was his first goal for the club, I think. But I'm quite happy with how he's performed. He hasn't had the best goal scoring record, but it's still pretty good. Quite happy with how he's doing. We then lost to Juventus 4-2. Very disappointing in this game. Martial and Belotti got our goals, but Higuain and Cuadrado just tore us apart. Couldn't break them down. Rugani had a good game. Effectively, the back four had a good game, and their strikers had an even better game. After we played them, we played Panathinaikos and beat them 3-1. Our Champions League group stage has gone quite well. Martial didn't have the best of games, neither did Belotti, but Locatelli got the 2 goals we needed, and so did Gomez. So quite happy with how we're playing up to this point. Other than the game against Juventus, I was quite happy with what had happened so far. We then played Vicenza? Don't know. But we beat them 2-0. I think they came up last season. Belotti on his brace again. Very happy. Mendy had his first start for the club as well. So very happy with what happened in that game. Atlanta, we drew 0-0. We haven't had a 0-0 draw at all, really, have we? Other than the Roma game. 1-1 draw. Belotti again. Bebe getting their goal. Again, they got the goal quite... not quite early on, quite quickly after we got ours, and then they just sat back and we just couldn't break them down. Who's that been? Then we played Villarreal, beat them 2-0 in the Champions League group stage again. 2 goals one from Locatelli and one from Gabadi. Belotti missed a penalty again. Quite disappointed that we missed quite a few, which I think they've patched since it's now the full release of the game. We played Bari, beat them, drew with them 1-1. I'm constantly looking at other results. I keep forgetting which one I'm on. Disappointing. Got the goal, but then they sat back, held on, and hit us on a break. They deserved their goal. We just couldn't break them down. We then hammered Empoli, beat them 4-1. Belotti with his hat trick. Very quick off the mark there on that one, and he's got quite a few goals this season. Not as many as I was expecting him the way he started the year, but definitely doing quite well. Then we had another 4-1 win This time with Martial with a goal, they had an own goal. Soler got sent off in the 37th minute, which didn't help us. But Antonio Luna got sent off for them as well, so it sort of counterbalanced it, and we were able to, as we were already, what was it? It's 2-1 at that point. Then we were able just to use our quality and just pass the ball around and score the extra goal. We then played Villarreal again, beat them 1-0. Quite happy with that. Just needed the win. Very happy, and that game actually sealed us qualification to the next round. We then played Sassuolo, lost 2-0. Really disappointed. Just completely dominated us. Okay, they had 8 shots and we had 10. Looks like we dominated, but actually they did. There was 3 highlights in the game. 5 highlights in the game. The 2 kickoffs and their 2 goals, and then the match finishing. That was it. Completely annoyed with that one. Just nothing happened, but nothing I can do about it. And we came into the game against Lazio, needed to improve a point. Donnarumma had a rubbish game. I even took him off on the 62nd minute for Perrin, because why not? He was on a 6.3, wasn't having a good game. They conceded the 2 goals, and it was 3-2 at the time. I really didn't want to lose the game, so I thought, right, get him off, get Perrin on, and we were able to hold out for the win. So we're going to get into the game against Man United, who are third in the Premiership, behind Arsenal and Man City. Actually quite interesting. Look at this. I haven't even looked at their table, so it's going to be an interesting one. I didn't want to go into that. I wanted to go to, where was I going? I don't quite know. But we're going to get into the game and hopefully be able to get a good result. I know we're qualified. As you can see here, we're on 12. It's just determined who gets top of the table. If we win, we guaranteed it. And I sort of didn't want to pass up the opportunity to show playing Man United again. It was a good game last time, and I was a little bit disappointed I didn't put it on and record that one. But I wanted to sort of get through the season and sort of get going, as this will hopefully be one of the not hopefully, this will probably be the last season of the AC Charge. I'll keep it in the system, but this is probably going to be the last season I will record. So we're going to get into the game like this. I actually didn't even look to see what lineup I put out. Martial, Belotti, Oliver, Martel, Manoz, Vallejo, Gomez, San Martino, Locatelli and Soler is our lineup. They go on Costa, Mata, Isco, Iniesta, Pogba, Griezmann, Blind, Smalling, Van Dijk and Iguer. So a very strong team for them. So let's see if we can counteract them and get a good result. I've no idea where this game's going to go, and I'm hoping to get top of the group, because that will give us the better chance at getting an easier draw for the next round. But no draws in the Champions League are ever easy, which if you watch my Dortmund save, you'll know. So as I'm yabbering away, Gomez has the ball, almost loses it to Pogba, which I really didn't want to see happen there straight away from the kickoff, which is quite strange. Never normally this much of a highlight this early on. Can we win it back? Not win it back. Can we actually get a goal from the first highlight? Belotti, tackled by Weigl. Who's that? Who is it? Big Real? Smalling? Is that meant to be De Vrij? I don't know. But one thing I want to do is swap Belotti and Martial around. Put Martial as the complete forward, because that's where he plays a little bit better. They've got a free kick on the edge of the box, then Gomez heads it clear, but De Vrij is after it. What's he going back to Iniesta? Iniesta? When did they get Iniesta? Not as soon as expected. It's cleared out wide by, I can't remember his name, San Martino, but it's broken to Belotti in the end, who's running at Smalling but gets tackled. And he hasn't really moved it. Oh, there he goes. De Gea moves it up towards Diego Costa. Oliver loses to drops to Costa, and he scores. And he does what he couldn't do in the last game against us and actually score. I was surprised to see Iniesta in that team. I wasn't expecting him. And unless I completely brushed over their lineup, and I did brush over that lineup, but I completely didn't even register that it was Iniesta. And Costa just puts it into the far corner. Donnarumma doesn't get anywhere near it. Not the sort of start to the game I wanted to see. So get them fired up, see if we can get something going in the second half. Gomez has it now. Can we work the ball forward? Soler. Nope, there is that highlight. Right, we've got a throw in deep in their half. Belotti's on the edge of the box at the San Martino. Locatelli gets tackled by Bigru and why did I say De Vrij? Van Dijk, and it's down to Belotti to score the penalty. Can he score this one? I don't really want to look because I know what's going to happen, because it's happened in the last 3 penalties we've had. Oh, that was so close. How De Gea didn't see that, I don't know. Straight down the middle, and what happens? Straight down the middle, goes one way, it does, pushes it into the post. So unlucky for De Gea not to save that and push it wide. Phew. But they've got a corner literally straight afterwards, and they're back in the lead. First highlight after their goal, or our goal, and they're already back in the lead. Isco just puts the ball up at the top, and no one's marking him, and Smalling is clear in the centre of the box. That's really annoying that no one was even near him. I have to make some subs now, right? Oliver's coming off Insigne, and let's bring our Polish guy on for Soler and hope something else can happen in this half and we get at least a point. Oh, Costa's tackled by Gomez, and Martino goes all the way back to Donnarumma. Where's he going? Into Munoz. It's fine. Into Martella. Martial's got some space, but gets wiped out by Pogba. That's got to be a second yellow. And they're making some subs now with Pogba going off. We're going to go from standard to attacking to sort of try and push it, because we've got the man advantage now. And the first highlight back is with them. Griezmann with it now. Cleared to Iniesta though, not that good of a clearance. Januzaj, tackled by Martino, but we just can't get the ball. We win it, then we just give it straight away again. Januzaj, they're going to score from this, I can just tell it now. No. Ooh. Luckily Vallejo and Munoz are able to clear that. Our defence isn't playing well. Team talk. Passionately encouraged because they got a free kick, edge block Griezmann, and that's going to be the end of it. We're not coming back from 3-1 down. And really disappointing that we have gone 3-1 down. Same, we got the man advantage as well. We can't argue the free kick. He's already clapping, expecting it already going in, and Donnarumma just cannot push it far enough wide. I'm really disappointed that from having the chance to come back into it to not being able to do that was What can we do now though? Nothing really. It's going to end there. Oh, Insigne's going to put the ball in there. Can we get a goal back? Locatelli, Munoz, Insigne. It's tackled by Iniesta of all people. Into Griezmann. And can we just end it now then? If yeah, there goes the final whistle, and we lose, which is really disappointing. Then that puts them equal on points, so we're going to have to win our game. But I think it's going to happen Icos and hope that they don't get anything from their game. Don't want to click that. Let's just advance forward a little bit and see. No, nothing really. Schedule wise, we're guaranteed to go through, so we're gonna not bother coming back for that one. We're gonna come back for probably the first knockout round, which is probably going to be in here somewhere. Probably in around here, I reckon. So, if you've enjoyed, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next episode, guys.